Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of my trade geniuses out there. Welcome to Trade Genius Live. I am your host and the brand ambassador of the Edge Funder, Trend Genius. We are on the move this morning. Actually, we've been on the move this weekend. I went home for the weekend, had to help my cousin and some family do some stuff. So I'm actually at the where am I? Oh, I'm at the Westin. I'm staying at the Westin on the river. So we just cooling right now. How is everybody doing this morning? All right, let me get my volume up a little bit. Let's see here. Let me get that up a little bit. Let's see here. How about now? Can y'all hear me a little bit better? Oh, let me do this. Can y'all hear me better? Good morning. Hella Bands, good morning. Pivot Point, good morning. Jay Royal, good morning. Mr. Payout, good morning. Soak It Insider, good morning. Renee, good morning. Kaz, Grand Risings. Mike, good morning. Bodovan, good morning. Sneehall, good morning. Well, we got Josh Threats, good morning. Sis, good morning. Yeah, I'm in the room. Yeah. All right, cool. Pivot Point, yes. Josh Threats, who that? Yep, I'm at home, bro. Getting it in. Better. Okay, cool, bro. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. So, good morning, Serena. Good. I'm glad y'all hearing me perfectly. Y'all know I got the different mics, but glad that everything's working. How is everybody doing? How was everyone's weekend? One word me in the chat. Let me know. Mr. Cologne, good morning. Joseph Love, welcome. Good morning. How was everyone's weekend? Let me know. One word me in the chat. Let me know. What we got? Love and a hat. Oh, thank you, sis. It's part of a I got the little shirt. This is a this design is a Mexican artist. He's like real big on these like, I think this is like his little like insignia, but he's a Mexican artist out of LA, and he ended up getting some merch with New Era, the hats and the shirts. So I ended up supporting him. I got it. I love art. I thought it was really, really cool. But thanks, sis. Yeah, absolutely. So what we got? We got what we got? We got Sogan Insider said busy. Serena said productive. Ant Dog said great. Morbid Drifter said lazy. Bottoman said working without weekends. Serena's asked me, how about yours? Mine was good. Absolutely. Kaz said relaxing. Brian Logan said productive. That's what's up, sis. I got you. And Joe Bro said work. And Kiara said good morning. Hey, everyone. So that's what's up. Yes. So let's do what we do every morning. Open the Mind Fund of Futures yesterday. Nice. Congrats. Welcome to the Mind Fund of Futures family. That's what's up, Kiara. All right, so let's get into some screen sharing. Y'all know what we do. It's time to get it cracking. You know what, y'all? It feels pretty different to be on this central time frame. I can honestly tell y'all, like, I like it. I like not having to be up at 6:15. I mean, we're not having to be up at 3:45, 4 in the morning just to get everything going. Being that the market opens on Central Time at 8:30, it makes it, man, so much easier. I can actually like go to bed at 10 o'clock, get up at 5. You know what I mean? And have like a normal, go to bed and wake up type schedule. Not go to bed so early and wake up so early. But it's been cool. Like I like this. I might have to get to that Central Time Zone, Colombia or somewhere like that. I don't know. We'll talk about that later though. Let's see here. All right, so let's get to screen share. Let's get to our news. Which one are we doing? We are doing, oh no, we're right here. I'm on my different, there we go, bam. All right, so Monday today, Monday the 4th. So what do we have? So we have, I guess it's a bank holiday in Great Britain. So that's what's up. That doesn't really matter to us. Nothing really going on today. All we have is yellow folder. This 9 o'clock here at factory orders, and 11:50 FOMC member Williams speaks, and we have this tentative yellow folder right here, loan officer survey. So nothing pretty much going on there. So nothing for us to worry about as far as news is concerned today. So let's go ahead and jump back. Let's go ahead and jump to the charts. Bam. And let's get there. All right, y'all. So boom. All right. So what am I on here? What's going on here? Why does my chart look like it ain't moving? Okay, it's moving. We good. All right, let me get myself together here. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so let's check our daily bias. Let's go to the 5-minute. All right, so daily bias for today is, let's do that. So 5. Got option V. So 5 to 9. Mind y'all, I'm working with one hand because I'm holding this mic. 5 to 9, and then 11 to 2. Open this up a little bit. All right, and 11 to 2. Y'all know this is last night's time. All right, so y'all know we do this every morning. So let's go ahead and check it. Let's see what we got. So what are we looking for? We are looking to see what London did during this area versus Asia. So we're trying to see if London took out Asia highs or Asia lows. So we'll identify Asia highs. This would be Asia high here during this session, and this would be Asia's low right here. All right. So let's correspond that to London. So London's high is here. London's low is here. So London did not take out Asia's high. Let me see. Oh, yes, it did. I'm sorry. Asia's high is here. London's high is here. So London did take out Asia's high. It did not take out Asia's low. So that means we are looking for price to be bullish. New York open. All right. So we did that. Let's go ahead and take this stuff off our chart. So we check news. No news going on. We checked our overnight bias. And with London taking out Asia highs but not Asia lows, we're looking for price to be bearish when New York opens. Now, we're not married to that, right? We're not married to that at all. So with that stated, let's see here. Let me do some things. All right, cool. All right, cool. Turn my other laptop on. All right, so what we got in the comments? When we start doing Asia, if not next week, Josh, the following, because next week is gonna be next Sunday is gonna be Mother's Day. So I think I'll probably start it the following week, not next week, and kind of like get the last holiday out the way. Well, not the last holiday, but for May, and then we just start cracking. So it'll be like I said, not next Sunday, the following. We'll do some overnight session. We'll get in there for about 30 minutes, and we'll see. We'll see what we can do overnight. We'll run a little strategy, and we'll leave that alone. There it is. All right. So let's see here. I'm on a 5-minute. Let me jump to the 1. All right, let's see what we got here. So look like price pretty much overnight. We had this crazy whatever happened at whatever this was right here. Whatever happened at 2:58 this morning was really substantial. Let me check news. So it was a bank holiday last night, 2 in the morning. I don't see no red folder for overnight session, but something happened, or maybe someone tweeted or spoke or did something, but that was definitely a major move at that time. So something was definitely going on here. Super bearish action came in, and then it's kind of recovering a little bit. But other than that, let's see. We have 4 minutes before market open. So let's do this, y'all. Let me go ahead, because I didn't do my daily level, so I'll do them with y'all. All right, so daily levels. Let's go. So this is Thursday, and this is Friday. All right, so what we got? 6:30. Oh, me looking 20 years young today? Hey, man, you know, Iran struck a ship in the straight. Oh, is that what happened, Joe, bro? Iran struck a ship in the strait. Oh, okay. All right, all right. We just got to correspond to time, but thanks for the info, Joe. Appreciate that. Um, yeah, Stephen. Stephen, man, don't be so. Stephen, it's very flattering, sir. It's very flattering there, sir. Thank you, brother. All right, let's get these daily levels rocking before before market opens. I had to give a pause for Stephen there. All right, so let's see here. All right, so we know price did not touch price touch here, so we can delete this one off our charts. Uh, yeah, right, Stephen. That's too funny. All right, so price did not touch any of these pink levels, so we're going to turn these to blue because these are now considered unmitigated levels. That's how it works. When price does not touch our daily levels, our pink lines, then they become unmitigated. And boom. All right, cool. Now, what are we going to do now? We are going to set the daily level for Friday. For Friday, let's do this. Don't mind me, y'all. There we go. Using one hand. All right, cool. Here we go. All right. Now we're going to do the dailies off of Friday's candle because that'll be for Monday's trading day. So please, y'all, don't mind me. I'm no mouse, just my little trackpad. So we're going to make it work. All right. So the low of the daily candle on Friday is 27,535. All right. So 27,535. Let me open this up some. All right. 27,535 here. Bam. Change it to pink. All right. So that is our low of Friday. This is the open of Friday, which would be 27,630. So 27,630. We'll mark that. All right, that's the open. Let's mark the close. Close of this candle is, move this out the way. Close of this candle is 27,835.75. 27,835.75. Let's get the high. We could put this back. Boom. All right. High of this candle is 27,917.50. 27,917.50. All right. That's done. Now our daily levels are done. That's our daily candle for Friday, which is for our trading day for today. So daily levels are now done. Market just opened. Let's see what we got. Man, these candles look super weird, right? Look at these all wicked out, all funny looking. This is a cool chop box right here. All right, y'all, market has opened. Let's see, let's do this. Let's do this. And let's put a little mark around here. It's a nice little chop box right there. Yeah, that's a nice little chop box right here. All right, so we're looking for price to be bullish today. Honestly, y'all, I don't know if I'm taking anything today. I do not know if I'm taking anything today. Let me get set up. All right, so that candle is super indecisive, huh? Let's see here. What we got? Oh, it did not touch the daily level. Okay. Serena, are you in anything, Serena? What we got? What we got? What? Yeah, chop box. Yeah, absolutely. Chop box is definitely valid. That chop box was definitely valid, y'all. Yep. It's a nice chop box. It broke out to the short side, and I would only have to say because We got some liquidity down here, right? We know. What do we know? Just looking at the way price went last night, right? What do we know? Let's get a bigger picture here. We know that what? A bunch of people bought in this area, right? So we know we have some definitely some buy side, some sell side liquidity. That's for sure. We know a lot of traders bought in this area. I don't know if anyone if anyone overnight caught this dump, this traders, I'm sure some have. So you got to think there's some liquidity sitting here for those that took this short and was just, kind of just holding. But I'm sure as price start to make its way back up, I don't know if anyone would still be holding. Really kind of hard to say that. But at the end of the day, I would definitely have to say there's more liquidity to the sell side than there is the buy side. So price may come and take some of that liquidity and then continue on bullish, but we'll see. Let's see here. I did for my new funded. Nice. Yep. Don't think I'll get a trade in before work today. It's all good. So yeah, we don't want to force nothing. We don't want to force anything. Anybody in anything at the moment? Let's check the 15-minute chart. See what we got. Okay, so 15-minute, we have a bullish candle and a bearish candle. If this candle does not flip bullish, then we will not have a 15-minute trade on a 15-minute time frame today if that strategy does happen. So just kind of sit on our hands and see what we got. Grand Risings, Karate 357. What's up, my brother? Kara, if you're asking me, what's Arjo? I'm super green. What's Arjo? He's about to have me look it up. I was about to look it up real quick. I'll let you tell me. Have you watched Arjo? What's Arjo? Y'all know I don't really watch no TV. I'm like sports and stuff like that. I'm not really a big TV head at all. All right, we got 60 few viewers. We have 12 likes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Welcome. You're in the right place. Also, too, go ahead and let me get them free likes if y'all don't mind. Real easy. If y'all don't mind, we got 68 viewers. Let's get the likes up to match that. That'd be really amazing. I would appreciate y'all for that. That's all I ask. I don't think that's too much to ask. All right, cool. Now, I just had to do that, y'all. I had to send that off. Let everybody know we live. All right, so we are on the 15th. So once again, if this candle does not flip, because our daily strategy is already done. So let me go to the 1 minute. Let me explain that to y'all. All right, so y'all know I trade this daily strategy, right? So once price touches this pink line right here, that strategy is pretty much invalidated. So the only way I could have got in this strategy today, I would have had to take in this chop box, but it's so close that it's not really. I don't even think it was really even worth trying to take this trade because the target was so close. But nevertheless, being that price already touched this pink line, which is one of my daily levels, that means that this strategy is invalidated. So now the only strategy that I can trade right now for me would be this 15-minute strategy right here. But I would need this candle to go bullish in order for the strategy to be valid. If this stays bearish, if I have a bullish candle here and a bearish candle here, then that trade would be invalidated and it's a no-go. So let's see here. Oh, he does ICT, I think, but he is on YouTube. I've seen people recommend him. Please, dear brother, and blessed dear brother, how are you? I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I had traveled this weekend, went home. I'm in New Orleans. I'm just, keeping it live from the room, my brother. That's it. Other than that, I'm good. I have no complaints. It's been cool. Been just hanging out with my family since Friday. Yep, since Friday. All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and while price is cooking, let's go ahead and get into some, y'all know. Question of the day and tip of the day. Let's do it. Question of the day is, there was a loss for me on the 930 breakout strategy. All good. Question of the day today is, Got to get my drum roll. If price pauses here, what does that mean? If price pauses here, what does that mean? All right, let me jump back to the 1 minute. Y'all can if y'all wanna chime in on that, let me know. Be careful consuming information on trading from so many people on YouTube. You can hinder your journey in most cases. Very, very true. Let me throw that up on the broadcast. Yep. Be careful consuming information on trading from so many people on YouTube. You can hinder your journey in most cases. Absolutely. That's almost like, it's almost like, ha ha ha. I love that. I got you. Since you something else. Yes, it could definitely mean no trade. But what Canary just said, y'all, very important. That's why, yeah, it's hard, but I know you got to find someone that, I mean, you're here, right? You're already in you're either in the inner circle or you're in the hedge fund community. Either way, whatever community you're in the right place. So whatever community you're in and the coaches that they have there, you're in the right place. You don't have to be checking out no one else. And I'm not saying this to what Kiara was saying. It's just something just to throw out there because Canary made a good point. I just want to just expand on that. Just some extra information. It doesn't mean anybody's doing anything wrong. Just just here to just help, right? So the idea is if you're in any one of the communities, you're in the right place, number one. Number two, all you got to do is just learn the strategies. Get with one of the coaches. Maybe when you get on the morning calls, you'll be able to get with one of the coaches. And on the morning calls, you probably get an idea of if your personality, how would I say, aligns with one of the coaches. Maybe their style, maybe you like the way how they trade, whatever that case may be. Once you find that, and then get with that coach. Even if you got to do a one-on-one. If you can't afford to do a one-on-one, cool. Then don't do a one-on-one. Just make sure that you show up every morning when they're on their call. If you're in the inner circle, you're able to go into their DM, hit them up in a DM, ask them questions. They got a bunch of resources. Same thing if you're in the Edge Funder Discord. Euphoria's in there. He has a great, he has some great strategies. Also too, Juvier has a ton of good strategies. If you go to Scalp God's YouTube channel, he has strategies there. So it's like all the strategies are here. Everything you need is right here. You don't really need to do too much bouncing around. As Canary stated, watching too many different people can kind of throw you off. It can hinder you. I mean, it might not, but it can. So just keep that in mind. Let's just be mindful of that. All right. So let's get into this mental therapy that we need to get into every day. So if price pauses here, what does that mean? Let's get to some examples. If price pauses here, what does that mean? Let me know. Let me know. Question of the day: it might signal buyers and sellers competing. Absolutely, that's a good one. Come on, y'all, let's go. Let's get our mental therapy going. Let's get it going. So if price pauses here, what does that mean? Meaning, if you're looking at the charts and price pauses, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean to you? What does that mean? Too many, could spoil this. Yep, too many cooks could spoil the stew. Very, very good point, brother. Absolutely great point. So come on, y'all. What we got? If price pauses here, what does that mean? Let's talk about that. What does that mean? Pausing is a clue. Consolidation. Absolutely. Consolidation for a big move. That's correct. Serena, that's correct. Joe, bro. Absolutely. Come on, y'all. We got 62 of us in here. Let's tap in. Let's engage. One word me. What do you think? What do you think based on today's question of the day? If price pauses here, what does that mean? I had 3 people answer. We have 62 folks on the call. Come on, y'all. Let's tap in. Sit on your hands. Okay, ready to go sideways. Okay. Let's keep going. Who else? Let's tap in. Let's engage. Let's get your psychology rocking. If price pauses here, what does that mean? It's okay. There's no wrong or right answer. I just want your answer. I want you to let me know, what do you think if you're looking at the charts and price pauses, meaning it's not going up, it's not going down, it's just going in one, like it's going sideways, it's just kind of pause, right? It's like ranging in an area. What does that mean? What does that mean? Come on, y'all. I know it's Monday. We fresh off the weekend. We got to get our mental therapy rocking. What does that mean? No trade, wait and watch, protect your account. Okay, okay. Daniel said no trade. Bottoman said no trade. Okay, okay, okay. Come on, let's get a few more. Ibram, what's up? Good morning. Ibram said wait. Okay, okay, okay. How, how many of? Okay, there we go. I was gonna say how many more. Wait on the breakout for me. I pause, watch and wait. Okay, Miss T and her 3. Good morning. Okay, okay. What else we got? No trade. Network went down. Oh, no worries, no worries. Consolidation. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. What else we got? Protect the capital, no trade. Okay, okay. I like that. I like that. I like that. That's why I like to have us engaged, because when we engage, it gets our trading psychology going, right? We're all trying to get to a place where we can not only take independent entries, but we want to make sure that we're also independent thinkers, right? Remember, we're professional decision makers. So we got to understand when price is doing something, what does that mean? What else we got? Volume is everything. Look left first, then figure it out. I like that one, Morbid Drifter. Indecision of the market. Okay, I like that. Nico, chill thrills, no trade. Okay, I like that too. That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate everyone who answered that and chimed in. And I would have to agree with everyone. No one put anything where I was like, huh? Everybody's on the right point. So remember, we would want to pause. I mean, we'd want to sit back and see what's going on, right? When we see a pause, what do we know? That's accumulation, right? Price is starting to accumulate in an area, like the chop box trade in a sense, right? So price is starting to accumulate. You know what I mean? So what does that mean? That means we have a possible breakout, right? We have a breakout that could be imminent. So we need to watch that. We need to pay attention. What else we got? There's a balance. Okay. Fight between buyers and sellers. Okay. Pause. Pass the eval. Good job, Kiara. That is a good one. We can only take what the market gives us. Patience is key. Absolutely. Absolutely. So when we see price pausing, like I said, we know one thing. What? Accumulation, right? Price is accumulating in an area, right? So what do we do on that? We sit back and we wait. We be patient. Pause. When price pauses like that, it's a clue. That's what we got. It's a clue. Remember, price tells us the story, right? So we always want to make sure that we are paying attention to what price is doing. Even like Morbid Drifter said, what he said, look left and then figure it out, right? But looking left is also going to help you kind of give you an idea of what happened prior to price accumulating. I mean, is it one of those things where it's, you know how when price accumulates, right? And then we know at some point we possibly may have a breakout to the upside, breakout to the downside, or is it one of the situations where it's just going to be a ranging day? But when price pauses like that, it's a clue. It's a clue for us to sit back and kind of just see what's going on. We ain't got to rush anything. We sit back and we wait. We be patient. Remember, we're professional decision makers, but we're also process-driven traders. We are process-oriented, period. That's how we rock. And we let price give us the clue. We confirm everything off of price, and then we move off of that. Nothing before that. We can only take, gotcha, God would say thank you and thanks, Trent. I have no idea about my from the future, but I can trade news now. Well, yes, my from the futures. Let's see here. They have some rules on some news stuff, but it's a little bit different on their rules. Every prop firm is a little different on their rules when it comes to news. So just I haven't read it in a while. I knew it. I just kind of forgot it. I need to go back and just check it out. But I believe you should be able to trade with my fund the futures on news. Don't quote me though. Just do a little bit of research on that. But yeah, y'all. So going back to our question today, like we said, pausing is the clue. So that gives us a clue that something's going on in the market. Consolidation, time, like we said, time to sit on our hands. Buyers and sellers could be fighting at that level. Maybe that's a key level, right? That could be a key level of support or resistance. We don't know. We would have to, of course, chart it out. We possibly know what. Other thing we possibly know is a breakout is imminent. Pretty much everything that we all stated. So with that said, always remember, if price pauses, you have to understand what does that mean. You got to ask yourself, like when you see price pausing, just be like, okay, what's going on here? Let me look left. Let me see what price action is doing. Let me check my overnight bias. Let me check that, and kind of just go from there. And definitely need to be sitting on your hands, right? Ain't no rushing. We see price going sideways, price pausing. Just chill. Just chill. Just sit back and just wait. And guess what? If that happens, you might not be able to get a trade in that day. That's okay. No big deal. We don't have to. No harm, no foul. We don't have to get in the trade. We want price to confirm what's going to happen. You know, as far as when I say what's going to happen, we want price to confirm if we're going to have a trending day, whatever price is going to look like. Let price confirm that before you do anything. And always ask yourself these questions. We go through question a day every day. It's a ton of questions that we go through every day. And you can be also screenshotting those questions. And, you know, some of the ones that may, how would I say, fit you. And you can ask yourself these questions every morning, right before you sit down, right before you get ready to get an entry. Like, ask yourself these questions. It's a good thing to understand. Remember, price gives us everything. Price is the determining factor on everything that we do. Just remember that. So, Serena said, great question today. MES literally flatline. Looks like I'm sitting on my hands. I'm off to work. Happy trading all. Have a great day. Soak, have a good day, brother. All right, so let's get back to screen share. Let's see what price is doing. All right, so let's get back over there. And let's go to the 15-minute. Price looks so weird. This looks so crazy. All this wiki stuff going on here. Wow. All right, so let's go to 15-minute. Oh, okay. So 6:15. All right, so we do have the 15-minute valid. We do have the 15-minute trade that's valid, but looks like price is going to leave without us. I don't even think we got drawdown, right? We didn't even get 5-minute drawdown on the 5-minute, I don't think. Let me check. We did not. Yeah, we did not. So this possibly this trade might leave without us. The entry would be actually right here, right on the close of this candle, but look like price has left without us. And honestly, I didn't even think I was going to be trading today, to be honest with you. So look at that. Super bullish right now. Super bullish. Okay, let's jump back to the 1. Let's see what's popping. Go to the 5. Yeah, I don't know. Not really too much out there. At least not for me. Let's see here. Nah, exactly. No drawdown. It's all-time high during war. Yeah. All-time high for us right now would be this 27.91750. That'll be our all-time high right now. So yeah, we're definitely trading at all-time highs. So, but yeah. As far as this 15-minute strategy, for me, I'm going to sit out. I'm not going to take it. I mean, there definitely may be an entry, but I'm not going to take it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Also, I didn't even realize, if y'all see, there's a huge fair value gap on this 15-minute. Just paid attention to that. Right here. Here to here. This big, huge red box. And then we have another FEG within that one. Price has been playing around here since 3:30 this morning. Kind of interesting. So, anybody in anything? Anybody in anything? I don't think that I'll be taking a trade today. Yeah, I won't be taking a trade today. That's for sure. It's crazy. I got the Truth Social as well, and man, I don't want to. You know what? I got it. I just wait. I set it to where I do whenever the president tweets. I'm just really just following him. So, to me, the one thing I can't believe is how people can affect the market just by their tweets or what they say. It's insane. Why don't you test your trade with TV setup? A paper trade won't hurt. Oh yeah, I could do a paper. I mean, I could demo trade. Yeah. I'm not. When I say I wasn't trading, John Paul, I'm just not taking a live trade. I mean, I could take a demo trade, but if I took a demo trade, I would just be doing anything because I don't have a strategy set up. Actually, you know what? I could take a demo on this 15-minute. I could take a demo on this 15-minute banger. I could do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. So that'll be here. All right, so I have my demo account pulled up. I'm going to set my limit order right here on this. This will just be a little demo trade for me on the 15-minute. If it comes back to get me, let's do this. And let's do this. Put 5 in here. All right. I'm going to set this. I'm going to take the 15-minute banger on a demo trade. All right, there's that. And actually, let me bring this down some. All right. And this will be the stop loss right here. So, what's this? 27 what? The low here is 27, 808.25. All right, cool. 808.25. All right, stop loss right here. Well, if it comes back, tap me in. We in. I'm taking it on demo. And target would be 1-to-1. I'll have to set that up. Let me set it up real quick. Let's do this. Uh-oh. Tapped in on it. Tapped in on the 15-minute. So let's go here. And then we'll go there. And then what's the entry is 27, 27, 855. I don't think I got a good fill. I think there were some slippers there because 27, 808, 25. All right, cool. Okay. All right, there that is. That's there now. Let me my screen a little bit so y'all can see it. Smooth this over. All right, cool. So we're in a trade. So one actually right here. Yeah, this will be 1-to-1 on that. So we'll see. So I'm in this on the demo. Anybody else in it? How much you need to start TradeGheenyuz? I applied but got denied. Life more efficient. When you say you got denied, what do you mean you got denied? Do you live in another country? If you live in another country, life more efficient, that could be a possibility. I'm not sure where you live. But if you got denied, I would only have to think it would have to be your region. That's the only thing I would have to think. If that's the case, you can try NinjaTrader. Try NinjaTrader. TradeGheenyuz and NinjaTrader is pretty much the same company. But oh, you're in Oklahoma. Then you got denied? That's weird. Interesting. You in a pivot point? Yeah, I'm in this on demo, y'all. I'm in this on my demo account. Just to let y'all know, it's a demo trade for me. 50 more. I started with 250 and lost it in 3 trades. Yeah, I would definitely say you should not have been denied. Life more efficient. That's crazy. You're in Oklahoma. You're in the United States, so you should be good. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, Kiara says she's in OKC too. Very interesting that you got. Yeah, very interesting. You got denied? Are you saying your trade got denied or your account is good? That's what I'm. Let me read this again. I applied but got denied. So life more efficient. Let me ask this question. Let me do it like this. So do you have the account is open, right? When you say you got denied, do you mean you went to place a trade and your trade was denied? Let me know what you mean. Yeah, it said we have completed our review of your account application. Unfortunately, we are not able to approve your account. Wow. We apologize for any inconvenience. Okay. I would definitely have to reach, if I was you, I would reach out to them and have them give you an explanation. But until that, you can try NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader is actually Ninja. I don't know who owns who. If TradeGheenyuz owns NinjaTrader or NinjaTrader owns TradeGheenyuz. But either way, you can definitely go, try opening an account with NinjaTrader. And there's a few other ones too. There's let's see here. I'll tell you right now. I'll give you some. I'll give you some alternatives. Nelson said he's in OKC as well. All right, so let me just close. I'm gonna let my trade stay on, but I'm gonna close this out because I want to show y'all something real quick. All right, so you can try this Iron Beam trader. You can try Iron Beam as your broker. You can also try Ninja Trader right here. This one, Iron Beam, Ninja Trader. There's another cool one too. It is, where is it? Right here, Interactive Brokers. So you can try Ninja Trader, Interactive Brokers. What else? Where's the other one I had? Oh, an Iron Beam right here. So look, try Iron Beam right here. You can try also Interactive Brokers and Ninja Trader. So these are 3 other brokers you can try. You can rock with. They're definitely solid. I mean, TradeGheenyuz is who I go to. Try Ninja Trader. If Ninja Trader doesn't work, you can try Interactive Brokers or Iron Beam. And then after that, I'm not sure, but you can definitely give those a try. So you still have some options. Yeah. Nah, it doesn't go off no credit score, bro. That's why I said that's weird. Like for them to deny you, it doesn't go off credit score at all. Just I don't know when you signed up for them. Just don't put nothing like professional trader or nothing like that. Just put regular trader. You got a job. You know what I mean? You trade as a hobby. We know, however, just word it however. But just don't put professional trader. That's all. But you do have some options. So as I stated, you got Ninja Trader. You have Interactive Brokers. You have Iron Beam. So just give those a try. See which one will work for you. All right, let's log back in to our demo trade. Let's get back in there. Right here. All right, cool. Let's get back in there. See how this trade is working out. All right, so we are up a little taste. All right, cool. Well, 1-to-1 would be right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some partials here at 1-to-1, and I'm gonna leave a runner. All right, so at 1-to-1 right here at this target, I have 4 contracts that I'm trimming. So I'm gonna take partials from 4 contracts, and I'm gonna leave 1 contract to run. So we'll see what that does. All right, let me jump in here. I need everyone to stop consolidating. What you say, Kiara? You need everyone to stop consolidating the market. Hope you didn't select the plan as a professional trader. Right. Absolutely, Nelson. Right. That same thing I just stated too, because when you do that, like because sometimes I know we don't know, we think we should select that, but no, you should not select that. That could possibly mess up your application as well. So you're not a professional trader. You don't even want to be on anything professional trader because your fees will change at that point. So we don't want our fees changing. You know what I mean? We don't want anything like that going on. So, oh, you didn't? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's weird, brother. That's weird. Or sister, I'm not sure. Brother or sister. That's weird. Really, really weird. Really, really weird. Well, you got some other options, Nelson. I mean, Life More Efficient. Try that, and then to see if that'll work for you. Hopefully, those do. But I definitely would appeal that. Like, don't just take no for an answer. Like, get to some higher ups. Get in there, talk to a supervisor. You know what I'm saying? Let them know you want to talk to some higher ups, and just have them give you an explanation of what's going on. And then just go from there. Maybe it's something that just needed to be corrected. It could be like a glitch in the system. It could be a bunch of things. I wouldn't let that ride like that. I'll definitely holler at them. Absolutely. Like John Poe stated, try applying again. Like just talk to someone. Don't apply again because you're going to come up in a system. Talk to someone. Like, go message them, contact them, let them know you signed up, you were denied, you don't know why you were denied, you're not a professional trader, nothing like that. So just talk to them and see what's going on. And just go from there. And I think you'll be good. But be diligent. And I want to say this to everybody on this call. When we're dealing with these platforms, when we're dealing with these prop firms, be super diligent, y'all. Like seriously, like be diligent. And when I say be diligent, like be a pain in the you know what. And I'm gonna let me explain to y'all what I mean. I had some issues with some platforms. I had some issues with Top Step last year. Who else I had issues with? I had some issues with My Funded Futures. And this is not to say anything bad about them. I'm just explaining to you like how we need to handle things when we're dealing with these platforms, right? And I forgot. I think I had an issue with. I want to say it was my copy trader like 2 years ago when I first got it. Like this, just some little quirky stuff going on, right? Deal when we're dealing with these platforms, when I mean be diligent, like don't sit back and wait. Like get in there and be a pest. Like I'm a pest. When I come, I'm spamming you. Like when I come to deal with you, I'm spamming you. I'm gonna send you a bunch of messages, seriously, and you're gonna pay attention to me. You're gonna answer me because you're gonna be like, dang, whoever this person is, they just won't stop. Exactly. Like that's how I go. Like I constantly will continuously keep messaging you until I get what I need. Now, if when someone's in correspondence with me, I'm not going to continuously keep messaging them because we're in correspondence. But once I got somebody on the line, I'm about to ask you a ton of questions. I need all my questions answered, and we need to get to the bottom of what's going on. And if that person you kind of get to understanding like this person can't make no decisions, then just politely ask for someone, to speak to someone above them. They have a boss, they have a supervisor. Politely just ask them, just tell them. I'll tell them all the time. Look, I appreciate your help, but you can't help me any further. Who else could I speak to? And I just work my way up the chain, and that's how I get things done. Period. And none of my situations linger, not because I'm doing anything better than anyone else, because I stay on their neck. Like seriously, like I stay on them. I stay on them. Literally, like I stay on them until I get my issue corrected. Once my issue is corrected, then I'm good. But this is how we have to deal with these platforms. You have to stay diligent and have to stay on top of them. And don't be afraid to message them, multiple times. Like spam them. Like seriously, this your stuff. Get your stuff. And really, all of this boils down to money. Let's just keep it real, right? Everything that we're dealing with right here boils down to money. Whether it's your money that you paid for a particular subscription or a payout that you're trying to get, regardless of what it is, it all boils down to money. Absolutely, Jennifer. Jennifer got it. That's a saying in the South. We always say the squeaky wheel always gets the most grease. Always. Think about that, y'all. That's a New Orleans saying. Shout out to Jennifer on that one. Seriously. Squeaky wheel always gets the most grease. So just remember that. Stay on top of them. Don't like message them and then like lean off them and wait for them to get back to you. Like, no, message them, give them an ample amount of time, 24 hours, something like that. If I don't hear nothing, I'm firing off 2 more messages to you. And I'm gonna let you know, I fired off this message at this time. It's been 24 hours. I'm firing off another one. Keep your timestamps. Keep your date and times, like all of that type stuff. Write that stuff down. You should have a pad on your trading desk just to write things down, just things quick off the top of the head. If you're dealing with platforms, you want to be able to go back and say, hey, I spoke with Trend, and Trend told me this, that, this. Like you want to, because they're always going to ask you what? Well, who'd you speak to? So have that pad there, write that stuff down, and just be super diligent about that. And I'm telling you, you'll make a lot of headway dealing with all of these different platforms that we deal with just being traders. So I just wanted to just say that. Right. Don't be nice. And I ain't saying be a jerk. Don't be a jerk, but I'm saying don't be nice. Great point, Mike. Be super stern. Like be stern. Like let them know, like, yo, this is my business. You playing with my bread. You ain't got to say those things, but I'm saying let your energy and the way you move, speak to that. Like when they dealing with you, they know like this person's seriously trying to get their account together. Yeah. I'm not just messaging y'all and then waiting for y'all to get back to me. Like be diligent. And then we I just wanted to say that we're gonna leave that alone because I know a lot of times I see a lot of traders. They like, man, I contact them and I'm like, okay, but man, be on top of them. Like they don't think about it. They don't care, right? They don't care. You're not special to them. We got to remember that we're not special to them. So they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do. If we don't constantly keep messaging them, nothing's gonna happen. Just be diligent. Just remember that. Stay diligent and get what you are supposed to have. Don't just accept anything. And always remember, you can always go to somebody above them, period. And I'm going to give you another little fire away. Give you another little fire away. There's something that I do. It's a little cheat code. Oh, you from Bugaloosa? That's what's up, Jennifer. That's what's up. See, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm home right now, Jennifer. I live in LA, but I'm in New Orleans right now as we speak. But anyway, so always just remember to stay diligent when it comes to dealing with your stuff. That's all I'm saying. Let's just be on top of that. So you are in total control of everything you got going on. So just remember that. And I'm gonna give you a cheat code. If you're dealing with a company, a platform, it doesn't have to be trading, it could be outside of trading. I'm gonna tell you a little something that I do too. I go to LinkedIn and I go find different department heads of that particular company. I go get the CEO's email. I go get a whole bunch of different emails. I'm about to find you. You gonna know who I am. I'm going to find you. I'm gonna fire off emails. I'll fire off 5 emails to 5 different department heads in one company and get all the information off LinkedIn and won't think twice about it. And I guarantee you, somebody about to hit me back. Because in the era that we live in with social media and all this stuff going on, they do not want you getting on social media firing nothing off that's going to make them look subpar. So always remember that. You have some leverage. We all have leverage. But you got to be willing to put in the work and fire off emails. Like I'm real diligent about those kinds of things. So once again, just a little cheat code. You can go to LinkedIn, whatever company it is you're dealing with, look up, do some searching on LinkedIn. You'll find some stuff. Oh my goodness, did y'all just see that? What just happened? Wow. That is an influx of some serious price action rocking right there. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to say that. I'm gonna step off that and we're gonna leave that alone. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get back and let's get back to our talking point of price. If price pauses here, what do? We got into that. We talked about that. Thanks everyone for chiming in on that. Let's get to tip of the day. Tip of the day today is every trade should answer why here. Every trade should answer why here. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Is Lazy going for shorts? I don't know. Let me check. Is he? Let me check. Let me see. Let's see what Lazy doing over here. Let me check on him real quick. Let's see what Lazy got. Lazy going for shorts? He could be. Let's see here. What Lazy got? Lazy is... Yes. Lazy got a setup on the 1 minute. And yeah, his entry is 27,860. 27,860. Let's get there. Let's see what he's rocking with. 27,860. Oh, so it's a little bit above our entry for the 15-minute banger. So lazy. So Lazy is, all right, let's screen share this. Let's get there. Let's see what Lazy doing. So Lazy's entry is right here, 860. That's his entry for short. Absolutely. What's that say? She said, man, why? About to get me out. Yeah, he's the opposite day. Oh, and you in it, Jay? Oh, Lord, trying to get me to be liquidity. That's funny. I'm also in shorts. Oh, Lord. We got some in longs and some in shorts. All right, well, hey, let's see. Let's see who overcomes who. Nice. It's all good, Serena. No worries. No worries. No worries. She goes, sorry, guys. Serena, you're funny. She says, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys, I abandoned your 15-minute strategy and I'm in with Lazy on the 1 minute. It's all good. It'll be funny to see how this works out for everyone, right? This will be cool. It's pretty funny. But yeah, Lazy the ops today. Serena, ops. Who else said they're in it? J Royal, ops. I see how y'all just abandoned me. I see how y'all jump ship on me real quick. That's what's up, D Young. D Young said, too choppy for me. I'm sitting on my hands. Shout out to D Young. Now, that's what's up. Shout out to D Young. Oh, look at, hey, we might. I don't know, y'all. Maybe, you know what? I'm very optimistic. Let's do this. Let's say we get this 1-to-1, right? Boom. And then once it hits that, it goes down, and then you can make your money here on the 15-minute, and then you can take Lazy's trade and make some bread there. That's very optimistic. Have a very optimistic thought today. So I think that'll be a good one. That'll be a really, really good one. And then everyone eats. Sitting on my hand, sitting on mine too. Buy two, we up. I got you. Boom. All right, there it is. 1-to-1 was hit on that trade. And I think for y'all, and I hope y'all didn't get stopped out. I hope y'all did not get stopped out. What is it? 27,900. I hope y'all did not get stopped out. Y'all got stopped out. Sorry to hear that. Yep. TP hit on the 15-minute. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead on, and I left a runner. Let me do this. Let me change this. Y'all know we're supposed to change this. All right. And let's confirm that. All right. And now let's move this up right here. This is a free trade now. And boom. And we good. Yeah, shorts got stopped out. Yep. I saw that. Man, y'all, hey, sometimes you gotta know who you should be rocking with, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna say. Y'all should already know who y'all should be rocking with. I'm telling y'all. If you're gonna rock with trend, bro. If you're gonna rock with trend. Don't rock with me today on Friday, and then today you like going in the opposite direction. Hey, if you don't rock with me, man, rock with me all the way. I'm just messing with y'all. Y'all know I'm just messing with y'all. That's what we get for you. Right. Thank you, Serena. I'm putting that up here. Thank you, Serena. Serena said, that's what we get for being the ops. That's funny. But yeah, y'all know y'all supposed to rock with me, man. When in doubt, zoom out. I love it. Karai 357. I see you, bro. You peeking? You peeking? I hit an FVG. Hit an FVG and then bounced off. Yeah. And you know what? The funny thing is, I'm not married to buys. Y'all already told y'all how I am about how we are about the bias, right? I'm not married to buys at all. I just wait for the strategy to set up and then I take them. My overnight buys is just to kind of see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I was not married to buys. So I'm not saying that sales was a bad thing. Let me make sure I make that clear. I'm not against sales. I just took a strategy that set up, it gave a long setup. So she didn't bounce back. From overnight, got you. Regina Beck said, man, y'all supposed to be in with me. Y'all not supposed to go against me. You know what you do? You're supposed to be in with me on your live account. And then what you do is you take a demo trade with everyone else. With me, you're supposed to take a live trade and you take a demo trade with everyone else. See? That's how it's supposed to work. 15-minute looks easier to see it. Yeah, 15 minutes is real simple. Kiara is real simple. So all you really need is you need two things. You need the 6:15 candle and the 6:30 candle AM. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on Pacific Standard Time. Going to Eastern Time. You need the 9:15 candle, this one, and you need the 9:30 candle. We're on a 15-minute chart. These both have to be in the same direction. If they're both bearish, you take the trade bearish. If they're bullish, you take the trade bullish. If you have one and going in one direction and one in the opposite direction, they're not the same, then that that strategy is invalidated for the day. So just throw that out there. Real simple. Both of these should be in the same direction. If whatever direction they're in, that's the direction you take the trade. If they're opposite, the candles are opposite, one bearish, one bullish, and it doesn't matter which one, trade is invalidated. Real simple. Real simple strategy there. Real simple. So what we got? The Hormuz is something else right now. There was an explosion on a vessel right now. Oh, probably why we had a big bearish. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. What you say, Karate? Karate 357. Karate 357 said correction. Ops. All right, hella bands. Thank you for that. Let's do this, y'all. Let's see what's popping. Something's going on. Oh, here we go, right here. 2 missiles hit a U.S. warship near Jask Island after it ignored Iran's warnings. 2 missiles hit a U.S. warship near Jask Island. Okay, breaking. 2 missiles hit a U.S. warship near Jask Island after it ignored Iran's warning. Iran's FAR news agency, Iran's new Hormuz control zone stretches to Fajira. Hopefully I said that right. 2 missiles hit a U.S. warship near Jask Island after it ignored Iran's warnings. As Iran's news agency. Explosion reported on a South Korean vessel in the Strait of Hormuz. All right, so it's a bunch of stuff going on right now. Well, this was 4 hours ago. This one right here, the U.S. warship getting hit. The fire that's reported on a South Korean vessel, that was 3 minutes ago. So I'm assuming that's what went down. Yes, sir. Soy Sizzle. Yeah, I'm home, bro. I had to come home for the weekend. What we got? Yep. I would agree with you on that, hella bands. 2 points. I love the 15-minute and 5-0 strategy. If I don't have a setup, I don't take it. Right. It's very simple. That's how all you think about it. And just being a trader, that's what I love about strategy trades, right? Strategy. I love about strategy trading, right? Is that if the strategy don't set up, you just don't take it. If it sets up, you take it. Real simple. Real simple. I should have went with my gut feeling. I promised myself this morning that I would only take the 15-minute banger if it was valid, but I missed my entry and went against the bias and my gut. Ooh, no bueno. Senora Serena, no bueno. Ain't no way Iran missiles even came. Right, exactly. I was thinking the same thing. More drift. I'm reading that. I'm like, 2 missiles hit a U.S. warship. I read it, but I'm not believing that. Exactly. Morbid drifter, like that's how you know people from the military, they give you like the real. Like they tell you like it ain't come nowhere near close. Facts. That those things would have been shot down so far long before they even got like you said, even got close to the ship. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't sometimes I just be wondering what's going on with. Well, you know what? Let's look at something. Okay, so it looks like Iran's FAR news agency reported this, right? I mean, I know it's on Forex Factory, but it looks like their news reported that. So we got to take that with a grain of salt. Exactly. Too much fake news. Swing points and MNQ likes to repeat itself. Absolutely. It was 2 oil tankers. Got it. Makes sense. 2 U.S. warships. They wish. Boy, they know they hit anything U.S. You hit a U.S. warship, I don't care what country you are, and I'm not for that, but I already know the U.S. about to flatten you. They're about to flatten you straight up. So I already know. Yeah, the news agency is controlled by the current. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the same thing that I thought. Same thing that I thought. All right, let's jump back here. What we got? All right, so I still got my runner in this on demo. It's kind of doing this thing, whatever. All right, so let's jump back and get back to tip of the day. Let's get back to that. All right. So every trade should answer why here, meaning what you're asking yourself is why here? Why am I entering at this spot? Right? That answer is all going to be contingent upon what? The strategy that you're trading. So let's keep some things in mind. The level, I ain't gonna say the level. Your entry justification matters, right? It matters what your justification is of why you're entering this trade. That matters, right? Because what is that going to do? That's going to keep us from just taking random entries, right? And that's what we need to be mindful of. We do not want to be taking random entries at all. We do not want to be taking random entries. Taking random entries is, think about that. For one, it's not disciplined. It's not responsible. You're not treating trading as a business. You're gambling. So there's no random entries. We want to take entries that make sense, that they justify. They're based on confirmation. They're based on structure. They're based on strategy. They're based on your steps. They're based on, like, as we always say, what? Auditing ourselves, right? Auditing ourselves before the trade, right? Making sure we're checking all of our boxes, right? That's why we would answer ourselves. We'd ask ourselves, why here? If you're gonna take this trade, like, why here? Why are you entering in this spot? All right. So let's look at some things. We'll use my trade I took as an example, right, of how you would do this, right? So you see an entry, a possible entry, and you ask yourself, why here, right? So for me, because this was a strategy I was trading, let me do it like this. Let me open it here. All right, so if I was to ask myself, why here? Why did I enter here? Well, for me, if I ask myself this question, the answer would be, well, I had a bullish 615 candle, 915. I'm going to stay on Eastern time, even though y'all know I'm still thinking Pacific time. 915, bullish candle, a 930 bullish candle. That means this particular strategy is valid. So my entry would go at the close of this 930 candle, which my entry lines up with that. So for me, with this strategy, and I ask myself, why here? Because this aligns with my strategy. It aligns with my strategy. It justifies my entry. My entry is justified by the strategy. So I can say that why here for me on this trade, this strategy is because the strategy set up and my entry aligns with the trade strategy. So for this trade, for today, for me, that will be my answer to that question. Now, for someone else, your answer might be a little bit different depending on the strategy that you're trading. So you have to ask yourself, though, why here? Like, why am I getting in a trade here? Ask yourself that. You have to, because that is going to be the determining factor. Because if you don't have an answer, right, then you know what? You shouldn't be in it. You shouldn't be entering there. Like, no. Like, you have to be disciplined. You have to police yourself. And you have to tell yourself, like, it's okay. Tell yourself, like, nah, we're not doing that. There's no strategy here. There's no trade. Then no, we're not doing that. We're not just going to enter to be entering. We're not gambling. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're really truly making sure that we are being process driven. Period. That's what we want. We don't want anything more than that. We just want process. We don't care about the money. We don't care about the payouts. We don't care about none of that. Let's just be process driven. Everything else will happen after that. Straight up. Process driven. That's what we want. Process driven. So always remember that. Ask yourself these questions. Why here? Ask yourself, why am I entering here? That could be the determining factor of, one, saving you from making a bad trade. Absolutely. It could be a determining factor from saving you from taking a bad trade and placing a horrible entry. But you need to ask yourself that for many reasons. Because why here could be the determining factor of your risk reward. It could be a determining factor of, should I even be taking this trade? It could be a determining factor of, I need to be sitting on my hands. Like, it can give you a lot of different answers of why you should be or should not be, whatever that looks like. And also, too, just as Pivot Point stated, it keeps you from gambling. Because what are you doing? What are you doing here? When you ask yourself these questions, you're just auditing yourself. You're just double and triple checking yourself. You're just making sure you're not taking a stupid entry or taking a bad trade. That's all you're doing. You're just checking yourself. And nothing's wrong with that. It's a great question to ask yourself. Why here? Just simple question. Why here? Why in this spot? And guess what? You should have some answers to that, right? Market structure shift. You have some confirmation on your trade, depending on your strategy. It did this, it did that. Okay, if you can answer those things, then that would make sense. But you have to have an answer that makes sense. If you don't have an answer, then you already know what the answer is. If there is no answer, then what? You need to be sitting on your hands. You don't even need to be taking that position. Get out. Don't do it. If you just got an itch you want to scratch, you know what I'm going to say. Pull out that demo, log out of your regular accounts, log into the demo account and do what? Get on your demo account and do all of that. If you feel you got an itch you want to scratch, or, something's going on, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Like, do that. Check, check yourself. That's what you're doing. You're checking yourself. So be mindful of that. Ask yourself that question every time. Why here? You should have an answer for that. If you don't have an answer, then you know the answer. Seriously, you should be sitting out of that trade. Remember, not only can you ask yourself why here, you can always ask yourself too, why this level? Like, why am I getting here at this level? Is this part of support? Is this part of resistance? Is this a retest? Like, ask yourself these questions. It's very, very important. There's no professional traders on this call, not even me. All of us are still learning. Some maybe have a little bit more experience than others, but we're all still learning. We're all still trying to get to Trade Genius Island, right? That's what we're all trying to get to. So we have to ask ourselves these things. We have to police ourselves. We have to audit our trades. It's very, very, very important. That's so we stay on point. So any questions about this? About our question of the day or our tip of the day? Any questions, any concerns, anything anybody want to talk about? Let me know. Let's talk about that. It's very important. Very, very important. Anybody have any questions about it? Anything? Just let me know. Let me know. And if we can, let's get the likes up. We got 49 viewers and we have 37 likes. If we can, we just need 12 more likes. 12 more likes. Please. All you got to do is just free click. Free click, free click, free click. If we can get them up, that'll be amazing. That's all I ask. If y'all could do that for me. Let's get the likes up. Let's let the likes match the amount of viewers. Please. All right. So, any questions, any concerns? I want to make sure that I'm tapping into them. If y'all got any questions, I want to address them. But yeah, if we can get the likes up, we need 7 more. 7 more, y'all. Come on, 7 more. I know y'all gonna take care of that for me. I'm not gonna even say anything. Can you explain the consistency percentage on TEF, please? Absolutely. 3 more, y'all. 3 more likes. 3 more likes. You only get into a trade after a candle closes, right? Depending on your strategy, Joseph Love. Depending on your strategy, my guy. Sometimes you have to wait for candle closes before you get confirmation. So I would say in those cases, yes, Joseph, absolutely. But depending on your strategy, it might not be a candle close. But I can tell you from my strategies, I do need a candle close before I can enter on fair value gaps, before I can get market structure shift, the 15-minute strategy before I can even take that. Yes, definitely have to have some candle closes for that. So going back to Chris, can you explain the consistency percentage on TEF, please? Yes. So the 20% consistency rule, let's get over here. Let me go just do this. The 20% consistency rule is 20% of your profit target. So we're going to run through that real quick, but just remember, consistency rules are always based off your profit target, not based off the amount of the account. Okay? Remember, that's always based off your profit target. And we'll get into that. Let's do that. Let's do it now. All right, one sec. All right, so real simple. I'm gonna jump to it and then I'll show you, and then I'll screen share it and I'll just give you a quick breakdown on it. So you're talking about on consistency, right? All right, so here we go. All right, let's screen share to that. Real simple. This of course for anyone, but also for Chris. All right, so Here you go, my guy. This is how it works. So your account is 25K, right? This is the account size, right? This is your payout threshold. So, like as I stated, the 20% rule applies to 20% of your payout threshold. So what that means is, if your payout threshold is 1,500, it's 20% of 1,500. That would be 300 daily max. So that means if you have a 25K account, regardless how much money you may have maybe went draw down in one day, just remember, none of that matters. Doesn't matter how much you lost in how much you didn't profit in a trade. None of that matters. What matters is at the end of the day, meaning when the New York session closes, you cannot make more than $300 in that 25K account. In your 50K account, you cannot make more than $600 per day. It doesn't matter how much you lost, because some people think, oh, I lost 300, I can make the 300 back and then still make my 20% on top of that. No, you can't. Your payout your 20% consistency rule only applies to profits that were made. Has nothing to do with if you lost a trade before that. Remember, these daily maxes are EOD, which stands for the end of day. End of day, meaning when the New York session closes, basically it's 4:15, the cutoff for the hedge funder. 4:15. That's 45 minutes before the market closes. So by 4:15, you can't make more than 325K, 600 in a 50K, 1,200 in a 100K, and 1,800 in a 150K. At the end of the day, this is what you make. Anything more than this, you have breached the consistency rule. And what will happen is this profit target, this payout threshold, I'll call it profit target, but payout threshold will increase. And it can increase by a lot. So be careful, be mindful of that. So instead of your payout threshold being 1,500, it could be anything above that. And that's going to depend on how much you went over the daily max. So be mindful of that. These accounts, this is your daily that you can make. Regardless of how much you have not profited that day, you could have went down $1,000 in your account. You still only can make the daily max. So just keep that in mind. And that was for Joseph Love. Let's see here. How do we go about seeing why we should or shouldn't enter in a place? I would say, Kiara, that depends on your strategy. You have to get a strategy, my sister. You got to get a strategy. You got to find a strategy. You got to back test it and find a strategy that works. Without a strategy, you're just really out there blind. You don't want to do that. You got to find a strategy. So, and that would answer that question, because you're asking me like why we should put something in a place when we I would say only place an entry, only enter if you're trading a particular strategy, you should only be entering on that strategy. Wherever that strategy and wherever the entry price is for that particular strategy. If you don't have a strategy, then you're really out here trading blind, literally. So let's go. Any FX replay updates? As I stated, I was just waiting for everyone that ever tapped in with me on Friday. We locked in. I'll be sending out some DMs in the next couple of days on the next steps moving forward. So right now, everyone should be practicing in your FX replay accounts. Everyone should be practicing on using those. You should learn how to use those. Like learn how to use the account. All right, my P&L is negative 827 because I lost and made it back in one day. Now my consistency is 34%. I'm not stressing, just want to know what's what. Okay, also says the profit target is, so your profit target must have went up. Do you have a 50K account, Chris? I'm assuming. I went over $2 one day and now I have to make $12. Yeah, on my payout threshold to keep that. Yeah, you cannot go over that consistency rule. Good thing, Kaj, you only went over $2, but look at how huge a difference it made in your payout threshold. You only went over $2, but it added $12 to your payout threshold. So even though that's still a small amount of money, that's something easily to recover. Imagine if you went over $1,000. Yeah. Or $500. Yeah. So just be mindful. 25K account. So You at some point, Chris, you had to have went over the payout threshold. Go back and just check all of your trades. Wherever you made more than 300 in a day, that's what got you. Or if it was multiple days where you made more than 300, that's what got you. It can only be 300. It can't be 301. It has to be 300 or less. So just go back and check the trades that you took, and wherever you made more than 300, that's why now instead of it being 1,500 for your payout threshold or your profit target, same thing, just worded different. It's 3098. It basically doubled. So somewhere along the line, you breached the consistency rule. Just go back and check the trades. Like you can go back and check all your trades you took on this account, and just wherever you made more than $300, just know that contributed to why you're over your payout threshold or your payout, your profit target, same thing, is much higher now. That's all that it is. Just be mindful of that, because there's nothing you can do to bring it down. Just remember that there's nothing you can do to bring it down. What you have to do is just make sure you don't continuously break the consistency rule, because it will continuously keep going up, and you don't want that to happen. So just keep trading, keep making your 300 a day. You can't lose money or do anything to make it come back. If it's there already, it's there. So you just have to deal with it being at 3098. So that just means that, remember, 300 a day max until you reach your profit target. When you reach your profit target, the consistency rule still applies, but get to your profit target and just make sure you don't breach the consistency rule getting there. If so, it's going to raise it more. We don't want that to happen. All right, I need to learn how to set and stop limits instead of market orders, but I just wait a long time. Only lost more than 300, not made more than 300. I don't. Okay. So this is what I would say, Chris. If you didn't lose more than 300, well, only lost more than 300. Okay, only lost more than 300, but you did not make more than 300. Got you. So this is what I would say. Hit up. Let me type this in. Let me type this in the chat real quick. All right, I just typed it in. There it is, at Soy Sauce Smiley. Hit him up and DM him, and this way you guys can go through your account and he can tell you exactly what's going on, so you can get some clarity. Yeah, because we all need to have clarity with our accounts, and Soy will give you the whole rundown on everything that you did. He has all the access to all the accounts. DM him, tell him what's going on. He'll probably ask for your account number. And then he'll give you the whole breakdown of send you screenshots and give you the whole rundown of what happened, where, how you went over or whatever was happened. So, he has to give you a straight, like, x-ray on your account, like for real. Trump trying to pretend to bomb a place sure isn't as bad as bombing a place, but why can't someone hide his phone and tape his mouth? For real. You're welcome, Chris. No worries, my guy. All right, so let's jump back over here. Oh. See what our little trade is doing. I know one thing, y'all better think extra twice before you go against me in a trade. Y'all better think extra twice. That's all I gotta say. I'm feeling myself today. Don't ever go against me on a trade. Ever. That's funny though. I ain't gonna lie, because everyone knows that Lazy is pretty on point. We got to give Lazy his props, right? Lazy be on point. Like he be killing it with his trades. He be going 4 for 4, 5 for 4. I mean 4 for 5. I mean, excuse me. He'll go like 4 for 5. You know what I'm saying? Like he kills it. So trust me, I get it. But don't be going against trend on no trades, y'all. Don't be being the ops. Y'all know better than that. Let today be a learning lesson for all of you who took a trade against me. Serena, J Royal, I'm calling out names. I'm scouring through the comment section right now. Who else? Who else was in it? I think Kiera. Only one that stayed with me was Pivot Point. Pivot Point stayed locked in with me. I'm just playing, y'all. Don't listen to me. I'm just playing. I'm just being stupid. He's going pivot point. He's going again. Oh Lord, let's go check. Let's go see what Lazy doing. Oh, he said the setup is invalid. Okay, cool. He said setup is invalid. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, don't be going against Trend, y'all. J. Roy, you know better. You know better. Like, you already know better. Serena said lesson learned. That's funny. Still has a long swing point to hit. I took long. Oh, that's right. My bad, Kiara. I stand corrected. My bad. That's right. Kiara's first Lazy said sell, then buy. Yeah, you know, based on his strategy, because the way his strategy is, it's like that. Like sometimes he'll go for a buy and then he'll switch it up and go for a sell. Like, but his strategy is fire though. I can't say nothing bad about his strategy, and not that any one of us are. No one's trying to do that. But I'm just saying, like, his strategy is crazy. Yep. Yeah, Chris, for real. Yeah. Lazy got it. Lazy has it on point. And just to let y'all know, for anyone that does not know, Lazy strategy is actually a hybrid of scalp guy strategy. Just to throw that out there. Anybody didn't know that? You heard it from me. Trent said it. Lazy strategy is a hybrid of scalp strategy. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Straight up. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. Like Lazy, and his strategy kills. But so the scalps, right? So when you kind of, I know a lot of people don't know that. You just heard it from me. That Lazy strategy is a hybrid of scalp guy strategy. Yeah. There's a couple of things different. It's pretty much the same strategy. They use reversal zones. They use daily levels. You may not see him on Lazy's chart like that, but he uses reversal zones. Trust me, it's pretty much a hybrid of the same strategy. No, it's a hybrid of Scalp's entire strategy. Lazy's conflux strategy, his strat, he only has one strategy, right? That strategy is a hybrid off of Scalp's entire trading style. Let me say it that way. Yeah. It's a hybrid. That's for you, Bottom, and it's a hybrid off of Scalp's entire trading style. Yes. Can only be a student to someone's strategy and a master of your own. Right. Heard it somewhere, but I think it applies. Absolutely. Yes. Yep. But you also, in a trading game, there's strategies, there's other coaches' strategies that you can match, that you can master. Think about the hybrid super scalping strategy. Like, that's a strategy that Juvier had. Euphoria mastered it, and now there's other people that are killing with it. Think about it. Euphoria only trades just that one strategy. He kills with that strategy. Kills. He only trades one strategy. That's all he trades, and he punishes it with that. So it can be done. You know, you can master someone else's strategy. I mean, I trade all the scalp guy strategy. That's all I trade. I've adapted this whole style, and I have no shame in saying that. I'm not here to reinvent the wheel at all. At this point, this would be a London breakout. Let me see. First of all, I don't know the London breakout strategy, but I know it has something to do with New York breaking the highs and the lows or some stuff like that. I'm not sure. Who's that? Janelle Ritter. I'm not sure. Hopefully I said that right. If I butchered your name, my apologies. But I don't know the strategy on, since you've been saying business expenses every day, I've come to accept the mindset. Appreciate that too, man. Oh, you're welcome, my brother. Exactly. It is. Anytime a trade goes against us, it's all a business expense. Just remember that. We're just paying some bills, but it's definitely a business expense, if nothing else. 27.94875 for my TP. 27.948. Well, you're pretty close, right? 948. Oh, so right here, almost here. Gotcha. Janelle Ritter. So just to let you know, I don't trade the London breakout strategy, but if that was what the strategy would call for, I would say, yeah, I know it has something to do with, I have heard of it. It has something to do with, I think, a breakout of the London high or the London low. Just call me JR. Let me see. Okay, cool. JR, you got it. I don't want to butcher your stuff, bro. Life's more efficient. HSS, jump into the edge funder. Coach Euphoria, he trades that. It's a scalping strategy. HSS. I don't trade it. I'm not a scalper. I'm a strategy trader. But if you jump in Life More Efficient, if you jump into the TF Discord, go in there, hit up Euphoria, check his resources. Like, that's all he trades. And he'll give you a whole breakdown on that. And also, right, that's correct. It's also on Juvier's. Thank you, Kiara. It's also on Juvier's YouTube channel as well. That was Juvier's strategy. Hybrid super scalping. Very simple, very, very cool strategy if you like scalping. How'd you get the multiple TPs that show the ticks typed out? You manually did that? No, this is the Scalp God risk reward tool. It's actually right here. You see it up there? Oh, you know what? Let me do this. Move this out the way so you can see a little bit. So Scalp God risk reward tool is right here. If you're in the inner circle, you can get this. If you're in the inner circle, yes. Use Scalp's Pine code for the trading view, but it ain't work for me. All right, so this is what you got to do. If it's showing up here, oh, you're welcome, Life More Efficient. If it's showing up here, what you got to do is you have to hit settings and you have to put in the date that you're going to use it. The date, that'll be today's date, right? Then a time, got to put the time in. And then you also have to put the entry price and the stop loss price. But you have to select this. You have to, every time that you use it, you have to do this. Okay, so it shows up. All right. It shows up. Okay, so if it shows up, you just got to just put in all your settings. So here, you definitely want to go to, as I stated, look, just do this. Let me just back out all this. Go here, go to settings, go to inputs, hit the date, hit the time. The time has got to be correct because this is in military time. So make sure your time is correct. Make sure your entry and stop loss price is there, and it should pop up for you, no problem. All right, so let's go. Another question. What's the minimum amount of money you can start trading with? Jonathan Gonzalez. You need, if you're gonna live trade with your own funds, you need $100 in your broker account to trade at least one micro, or $1,000 to trade at least one mini. So there it is there. You got it. Okay, cool. Nice. London breakout. You go for buys if London high is broken. Sells if lows are broken. 2-to-1 ratio. A candle touch London highs or lows. There it is. For whoever asked about that London high, Kyle's Crim, just drop the whole strategy in there. You got it, Chris. Jonathan, you've been demo trading. Then the next best bet is a prop unless you have about 500 to quit to put in live broker you're trying to use. How much is a micro and mini worth? Right here, bro. Easiest way to find that out. Just go to trade. Oh, you can't see it because below. Go to trade, right? And let me break it down for you. So anytime you put in any kind of units up here, see here, you see this tick value down here. You see how it says 50 cents because it's one micro. Because the one micro tick is 50 cents. So every time you change this, you'll see this tick value changes. Now that's micros. So let's say if we did minis, right? It'll give you the tick value. So boom, boom. All right, so one mini, look at the tick value now, $5. So that can kind of give you an idea of what it's worth. So one tick, meaning one unit of a mini, is worth $5 in tick value. One tick of a micro is worth 50 cents. So remember, micros are 1/10 of one mini. So this is how you figure it out. Just put in the amount of contracts you want to put in here, whether it's micros or minis, and then it'll give you that information. Why is my screen doing this? All right, cool. Let's do this. But yeah, so that to answer your question, I think that was, who was that? That was Joseph Love. There you go. So hopefully that answered your question, my guy. But yes, very easy to find that out. Just hit trade, Go in there, put some units in, and then it'll give you an idea of what the tick value is for however many contracts that you're trying to trade. All right, what we got here? But I would advise anyone who is considering using their own funds, I would trade on prop firm. That's just me. If you ask me why, because you can get an account for like couple $100, right? A few $100, and you can leverage a lot more money. So with that said, using prop firms, yeah, you got rules that you got to follow, but using prop firms is much more advantageous on your pocket than it is using your live funds. Because think about it, the $300 that you're going to put in that account, 200, whatever it is, you can buy a couple accounts with that amount of money, and you'll have 25K to 50K, whichever account you purchase, more leverage to trade, right? Meaning that account will last a lot longer than having $300 in your account with your live funds. So that just makes more sense to me. Straight up. Like, that's just the way that I look at it. Trading prop firm accounts is the best way to do it. What you do is you trade prop firm accounts. When you take those payouts, you put those payouts in your live account, and you build your live account up. When you get your live account up to like 10 bands, then you start trading out of your live account. You can keep your prop firms too, but that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Exactly. Like Jerry Jack said, prop firms build discipline. Yeah, Jonathan, proprietary trading firms. The Edge Funder is one of those. Yep. You can get an MF, you can get a My Fund of Futures account. They're really good, like $50. They got one for 77. They got one for like 106. Like, they got many different ones. Yeah, prop firm, Jonathan. Yep. Oh, chemo is what I use. Oh, got you. There it is. Kiara just gave you an account. Gave you a code for some My Fund of Futures accounts. My Fund of Futures are cool. Whatever account you decide to go with, just read the rules. Make sure you spend the time and read the rules. Don't go in there not reading rules. Don't go in there not doing that. Read the rules and understand what you got going on. Yep. All right, y'all. Well, shoot. Other than that, y'all got anything for me? Any more questions? Any more concerns? Let me know. Let me know. If not, we're going to get out of here for the day. I'll be here for another day. Probably dip back home, I think, tomorrow night. But yeah, I'm up in here right now. We just gonna be hanging with family for the next couple of days. I'm up to 4 accounts now. That's what's up. Oh yeah, pivot point. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna put this out there right now. Pivot point elevated her game. I can already tell Pivot Point is on her way. She did a one-on-one. She invested in herself, and she got all her questions answered, and she's putting in the work. Well, she's telling you, I'm up 4 accounts now. Exactly. It's a reason why that is. Invest in yourself. That's what I would say. Invest in yourself. What happens when you take 4 payouts from TEF? Nothing. I think it's after the 5th payout that you get moved to a live account. I think it's the 5th payout, but you would have to do the research on that, Snehal. I don't remember. I think it's after the 5th one you go to live. Can I get a coupon code for an account? Absolutely. I don't know what you want. And what you want. You want if you want My Fund of Futures, then you got. Excuse me. If you want the Edge Funder, you can use my code down in my scrolling bar. Trend TEF. That'll get you 20% off all day, every day. Correct. Yeah, after the 5th. Yep, after the 5th. Yep. But yeah, and dog, you can use that. If you're welcome, Trent. Of course, you're welcome. She said, "Thank you, Trent." I said, "You're welcome, Trent." You're welcome, Pivot Point. But yeah, and if you want, I don't know what account you're looking for. If you're looking for a particular account, just hit my DM, and if I have any codes, I'll shoot them to you. Or if somebody else I know have codes, I'll shoot them to you. But the Edge Funder, then I would go the Edge Funder, Apex, My Fund of Futures, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, Lucid. Those would be only the ones that I would how would I say? I would say like they're the ones that are solid, like super solid. Yep. All right, y'all. Well, if y'all ain't got nothing for me, we gonna get up out of here. I hope everyone had a good trading day today. If you didn't and you sat on your hands, um, that's good too. Remember, we always say, uh, deciding to sit on your hands is a position, right? That's a position. So it's just like taking an entry. That's still a position, even if you decide to sit on your hands. So if you made some money today, that's amazing. If you didn't and you sat on your hands, that's cool too, because price is actually ranging. It's kind of rangy right now, not too much out there. With that stated, I appreciate everybody tapping in with me today. As always, Monday, beginning of the week, not too much going on, no big deal. We come back tomorrow and we right back at them again. We ain't gonna never let up. We ain't gonna never ever let up till we get to where we need to be, and we become the traders that we aspire to be. So with that stated, you have a blessed remainder of y'all Monday. Shout out to our the Edge Funder co-founders, my brothers, Juvier, Scalp God. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Other than that, as I stated, y'all have a blessed remainder of the day. I love y'all, appreciate y'all, and same time, same Trade Genius channel tomorrow, and we all in. I'm going to play around my city for a little bit, tap in on some of my friends, because some of them don't even know I was here this time. I've been with my family all weekend, but I'm going to tap in on some of my friends. I'm just about to go pull up and start knocking on doors. Straight up. I ain't even letting them know I'm here. I'm just going to pull up and start knocking. But yeah, other than that, man, y'all have a great remainder of y'all day, and I'll definitely catch y'all tomorrow. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Yee.